Hello everybody, Donkey here, and yes, we are back with some more Train Sim World 2. And we have not been on Train Sim World 2 for a long time. Last time I was on it, the whole game was broken. There was a lot of buggy textures. A lot of the game was broken and I actually couldn't play it. But I've since reinstalled it, cleared, my whole PC of any Train Sim World 2 sort of files, and we've reinstalled it from fresh as if we've just bought the game completely fresh, and it seems to have fixed the problem now, so we are back in. And today we will be on the East Coastway. We haven't been on the East Coastway for a long time, and we will be using this class 313 in a Southern livery, or it's actually Southern Coastway livery, this one. And the scenario is called Double Trouble. So yeah, before we jump in and get going, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below. Alright, we will jump in and get going. So here we are inside the 313. And oh, hello. Train Sim World has always done a good job at sort of immersing you in the realism of just getting on the getting in the train and sort of get going sort of thing. And here we are inside the 313, and we have all our controls and stuff. Set the guard's key to on, which interesting. That's really cool. Unlock the doors. Can we do it with T? No, T brings up... Interesting. Where's the door controls? Now you can see I haven't played for a while. Ah, here we go. Here's the door release. Right. That's what we want. So yeah, you can see I haven't played Train Sim World for a while. And yeah, the graphics they're not too bad. The shadows are nice, and I can see right down there. The problems I was having before was this whole platform here was missing, and it was just it was like a mountain was in the station. It was just ground, which was really weird. I don't know what I'd done to how do we close the doors? Door release. Set reset. Signal bell. Doors close. There's probably key bindings for all of this, but like I say, I haven't actually reverse it off. There we go, run it forward. Have we not got brakes on this? We're getting all of these achievements coming up, which is really annoying. The GSMR, oh, you can't actually interact with it. Brightness up, oh, that's what you can do on it. But yeah, Train Sim World's always been a bit of an odd one, in my opinion. We do have a DRA as well. I don't know any of the... we didn't even set the headlights as well. We didn't need to do that. Cab lights. Instrument brightness. I got dim. I don't know. Ah. There we go. Headlights are correct. Oh, we've got wiper in. Where's the wipers? I don't really know what the braking's like on this thing, so we're just gonna sort of take it easy. Because I don't really know what the braking distance is on this. I thought I'd turned these achievements off for a long time. I wanted to look out the window here. I haven't actually played Train Sim World for a long time. So a lot of it is going to be very strange. You know, I don't know any of the key bindings, and everything's looking a bit weird. I'm so used to Train Sim Classic that Train Sim World just seems really weird to me. Turn the aircon on. Wow. Turn the fluorescent lights on. Interesting. It's pretty cool. Let's get it going a little bit more. Train Sim World 2 has a bit of a charm about it. Let's actually get that up because it's a bit loud. It does have a bit of a charm about it, I do admit. Like, there is something about it which is, it's trying to be that modern train sim, and it's trying to be arcadey. Honestly, I still prefer Train Sim Classic, Train Sim 2022. But I must say the models on Train Sim. The models on Train Sim World 2 here are really nice. You know, they are really well detailed, and I do like that the interiors, you know, every button is pretty much pressable. That is I do like that feature a lot. We've got 0.2 mile to go. Track's looking a little bit weird, how it's doing this rendering thing in front of me. I'm not sure if that's something I can fix or what, but it would be nice to know. But yeah, it's just getting used to the hood again. The reason I've jumped on Train Sim World 2 actually is obviously it is now fixed thanks to my complete reinstall of the game. So I have lost all of my progress that we made on previous scenarios, but it's not really a big issue. But yeah, you know, I wasn't playing it mainly because I really find it a bit annoying, especially when, let's actually start braking, so I don't know what the braking distance here is. But yeah, I found it a little bit annoying as it wasn't really as good in my opinion. It's not really as good as Train Sim Classic in my opinion. There's so much you can do on Train Sim Classic, and especially with Armstrong Powerhouse stuff coming out now. Yeah, Train Sim Classic is just really good. Don't get me wrong, this game, you know, the skybox is nice and the detail of the maps are nice. You know, you look out there and you're like, whoa. And you look at the models of the trains and you're like, that looks cool. That looks really good. But it does feel that really arcadey, and there is things, you know, going on within the game which are a bit naff, like this rail. You know, you wouldn't get this in Train Sim Classic, especially with the Armstrong Powerhouse rail enhancement. I just feel like everything about this game's a bit, it's a bit, you know, like it's been rushed and not done well. And especially when it's running on a modern game engine, I feel like they could have done better with this. A lot of people say that this game's a money grab. I could agree with that. I mean, I've spent quite a lot on this game, to be honest. I've bought all the English DLCs. Oof, straight in. Yeah, I've bought all the English DLCs for this. How do we get this up? Still got quite a way to go, to be honest. Didn't realise it was this long of a scenario. But yeah, I've spent a lot of money on this, and I haven't really played any of the DLC on it that I've actually picked up. Yes, I've picked all the stuff up, you know, on a sale. So I haven't really spent full price. But a lot of people have, and they've been disappointed because of it, which is a shame. But I would say if you're playing this game, you really don't like it, but you want to play a train sim, I'd play Train Sim Classic. Give that a go. You know, get something that maybe one of the newer DLCs that look amazing and have got a really good detailed loco in it. And then maybe if you really like Train Sim Classic, you know, shell out for some Armstrong Powerhouse stuff. I've got plenty of videos of Armstrong Powerhouse stuff on my channel, so if you do want to check those out, you can. But yeah, you just can't go wrong with a decent Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack and a good route and a good scenario. Don't get me wrong, the graphics on this are pretty decent, but there is a lot of problems with it, which I would have liked to have seen fixed, and they just haven't been. And I saw a post the other day that they're actually bringing out Steam engines for Train Sim World 2 soon, which is, that's a big step, but I don't think the game's really ready for that, especially when there's a lot of problems still in it. Yeah, I just feel like they've just sort of not grasped what people wanted as a modern train sim. Really, they should be, you know, putting the models from this game into Train Sim Classic, which I think they actually did do with the networker on one of the routes. The new networker for Train Sim Classic is the one from Train Sim World here, which I haven't checked out. But, you know, I'd like to see them bring over that skill of detail within the loco, the cab and the exterior, and put that into Train Sim Classic. You know, use the resources from this game and make Train Sim Classic a little bit better. This game's sort of a dead game now, to be honest. I don't really see anyone uploading it in the train sim space. They just do classic, and to be fair, that's all I do is classic. I've only decided to jump back on this now just to like give it a go, see what was going on. I thought I might as well use all this DLC that I've got. We've got a yellow coming up. Yeah, I thought I'd just, you know, like sort of jump on and actually use the content that I've paid for. Is that a single yellow or a double yellow? It's a single yellow. I think it's just telling us about the speed change, which we are well under anyway. Keep after looking up to see. And we've got a 10 mile an hour coming up, so we're going to have to stop pretty quickly. No, I think we hit the emergency brake. Mainly because I don't have... Where's the AWS alarm for this? You have to turn it on. Apparently it's on. Is there a breaker for it somewhere? Yeah. That's why we that's why we've not been getting alerts. And you see, that's why there's stuff like this, which is really cool and immersive, that you have to, you know, that it's isolated, and you do have to unisolate it to get the AWS alarms. That's really good immersion, but it's just in the wrong game. You know, better if it was in Train Sim. We're already gonna have to put the brake on for this one. 500 yards, so it's just after the station, I think, that we've got the you really do have to be on the ball, actually, in Train Sim. World 2 here. Otherwise, you could easily blast into a station. And we were over the speed limit coming into here. That AWS does sound good. I must admit, the sounds on this are really good. They've sort of got elements of... They've sort of got elements of how good... Yeah, they've got elements of, like, you know, how good it actually, you know, can be. I'll set the reverser to off. That's all the way forward, I think. Remove the master key. Head to the front of the cab of the rear unit. Okay. Let's do that now. They've got elements of what makes a good train sim. The sounds, you know, the immersion. It's just some things are not so great. You know, I really like this, you know, having to go through the loco. That was a little bit weird there then. Let's just open, let's just leave those open. You know, I really do like this whole, like, you know, going into the cab sort of thing. Opening and closing the doors. Having to sit down. Oh, I've got to get into the next one. Yeah. You know, I really like this sort of aspect of it. I think you can... Oh, I thought you could raise the seat, but it doesn't look like you can. Master key. To neutral. There we go. To marker lights. There we go. Press the uncouple. Press and hold the uncouple button. Set the guard's key to on. See, this was really cool sort of immersion here. Oh, they're taking off. This was a really cool like little immersion that we had going on here, but yeah, it's just Train Sim World 2, you know. Oh, well, let's we have got a red. I don't know if we're going forward here or not. I would say this game's not too bad. If you've got a choice, I mean, if you're playing on console, you definitely don't have a choice, because I think you can't get Train Sim Classic on console. But if you've got a choice on PC whether to get this game or Train Sim Classic, I would always say Train Sim Classic. But if you're really not into simulators like hardcore sims, and you really don't want to deal with the crashes and stuff on Train Sim Classic, you just want to sort of jump in, have a bit of an arcadey experience and jump out, this game will you'll probably enjoy this game. You'll probably really like it, just as like an arcadey jump in, jump out sort of game. If you're really into Sims and you want to get into a Train Sim Classic, 100%. I've now surpassed, well, I haven't surpassed just yet, but I've moved from that amateur Train Sim space where I was just getting Steam DLCs, and I've moved into more the, I don't know what you'd call it, enthusiast space is what I've moved into. I was an amateur, and I've moved into sort of the enthusiast space now. We're going a bit fast down here, not gonna lie. But yeah, I've moved into that enthusiast space now because I'm now buying enhancement packs for locos, sound packs, because the default sounds just don't cut it. When you've got when you first get Train Sim Classic, you think, oh, the sounds are pretty good, and then you get an Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack, and you're like, okay, this is something different. This is way better than anything I've heard. Sound makes a huge difference in Sims. Railworks Enhancer, and I've moved into that enthusiast space where I'm nitpicking every detail to get the most immersive experience, and I haven't gone into that sort of enthusiast pro level yet, where like I'm building my own scenarios or even getting scenarios from other people that have put so much time and effort and detail into one scenario. At the moment, I find that I haven't got everything to run those scenarios, for one, and two, you have to download a lot, and I mean a lot of things just to get one scenario to work. But they are really good. They are probably the best. You know, if you go on Alan Thompson's Sim and you get some of the scenarios on there, they are like top quality stuff. You know, in Train Sim Classic, open the doors is T, but I don't think it is in this. I think you have to use this, which is on the tab, or you can just press the buttons. I don't know how to get off it now. Oh, there we go. I just use the buttons here. But I think we've actually got the 313 in Train Sim Classic, so I'd really like to see what, you know, that's like maybe next in Train Sim Classic, and just sort of compare the two to see if it's a little bit better, or if this one's actually worth porting over. And we need to lock the doors. We're near the seaside anyway. New Haven Harbour is our next stop. Well, actually, oh, because we've got the DRA on. Whoops. My bad. If you look at our schedule, New Haven. So we've actually got 3 stops left, which isn't too bad. And they're fairly close to each other, I think. We got 20 mile an hour coming up in a second, anyway. I don't know what the score for a gold is on this. It might be 7,000, which we could potentially get that. I'm actually gonna try and stop just before this red signal because I don't want to spad. This is quite cool. Look, we got a ferry over here and a bit of a harbour. That water's not looking great over there. That detail's not looking great either. Honestly, Train Sim Classic would have. It looks good from this angle, which is what they're going for. I think is like, you know, in a cab angle. That looks really good. Announcements. But yeah, other than that, I think Train Sim Classic would have done a way better job. To be honest. I mean, it is 2 different teams, by the way, running Train Sim Classic and Train Sim World. It's not the same. It's the same company, Dovetail Games. It's 2 different teams, though, 2 different studios within Dovetail. And in my opinion, the Train Sim Classic guys or the Train Sim 2022 guys, just know how to make a better game. No, it's not a dig at the Train Sim World guys, but I just feel like Train Sim Classic just knows how to make. I mean, they have been making Train Sim content for the last like 12 years or more, so they know how to make Train Sim content. You know, they could prove me wrong. Train Sim World 2. It could prove me wrong. I'm out here giving it a chance, but it could prove me wrong. You know, they could bring out a DLC that's really good, really detailed. The graphics are good. It renders properly. and it just looks amazing, and it's like the be-all end-all sort of route that you play on this game. But I have yet to see that. They keep introducing things like new locos, new scenarios, steam engines. They keep adding things to the game when the game actually doesn't need things adding to it. It just needs to be fixed. And I think that's the problem, is they it is a bit of a money grab in that regard, is that they are sort of adding new DLC for people to buy when the game is actually broken. I think they should probably sit down and fix the existing problems before they actually start bringing out more DLC, but obviously they need to make money somehow. They can't fix the problems without paying their staff, and so they need to bring out new content to be able to pay the staff to fix the problems. So I understand that at the end of the day it is a business, but it's one of those where you're just like, we might have overshot this a little bit far, I think. Yeah, we'll put the array on. But I mean, the only way you'd get Dovetail to stop with their sort of money grab ideas within this game, I mean, that skybox looks really good. If they added that to Train Sim Classic, that'd be amazing. The only way you'd get them to stop really is if you boycotted them and didn't buy any of their content. But you know, I'm a chump, and everybody else who's bought their content's a chump, because we buy it anyway. Even if it's at a discounted price, you know, I've bought all my Train Sim World 2 DLC on a discount when there's been a Steam sale, which you could say, haha, I've had them there, but to be honest, I haven't. they've still got a good portion of my money, so I suppose I'm the chump at the end of the day. This might be our last stop actually now. We are considerably quite late. No idea how long this scenario's taken us, to be honest. It was supposed to be quite a quick one. I don't think it was, but I'll still upload it regardless. If you're looking for Train Sim Classic content, I have plenty of it on my channel, so just go to the channel and check it out. You can also subscribe so you don't miss any of my Train Sim 2022 videos. And yeah, next week we will be going back to Train Sim Classic. Don't think that Train Sim World 2 is going to be a regular on this channel, to be honest, but we will play it every now and then. We will sort of jump back on and give it a go, but yeah, like I say, it won't be a regular on the channel, just because I don't really like it too much. But if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.